The President of the United States in tears on national television. President Obama appeared to cry as he spoke about the 20 young children killed in a mass shooting in Sandy Hook in Connecticut more than 3 years ago. And he explained how he plans to tighten up U.S. gun laws.
Every time I think about those kids, it gets me mad. And by the way, it happens on the streets of Chicago every day. So, all of us need to demand a Congress brave enough to stand up to the gun lobby's lies. All of us need to stand up and protect its citizens.
But his emotional display is attracting some critics on social media. Sky's US correspondent Amanda Walker is in Washington.
Well, a lot of cynicism, as you would expect, especially from the Republican camp, Republican commentators saying that Obama is winning the news cycle, i.e. putting his gun control executive actions at the top of the news agenda, at the top of the bulletins, and a few of them tweeting pictures of onions being chopped. So a lot of cynicism there that will most likely be very insulting to the parents of those children, who President Obama does seem to genuinely, certainly relatively, have a fairly close relationship with. It was Mark Barden who lost his son, 7-year-old Daniel, in the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary 3 years ago. He introduced the president as he gave that speech. They hugged at the beginning of that speech, and you can tell that there has certainly been contact between President Obama and those families since that shooting 3 years ago. And that shooting really at the time was there was a sense that it could have been a tipping point, that could be the thing that changed gun laws in America, but it didn't. There have been many mass shootings since, and it's almost been like a morbid ritual for President Obama to give speeches after those shootings. We've seen him angry, frustrated, indignant, but rarely have we seen him so emotional, which is why today he's saying he's going it alone unilaterally. He's going to push these measures that mean background checks will be mandatory for anyone who is in the business of selling guns. Now, he knows that there aren't going to be real big changes. These are all fairly modest during his presidency. But what he has achieved here is politicizing the issue, making sure that it is part of the 2016 campaign. You've got lots of criticism from the likes of Donald Trump, perhaps unsurprisingly, saying that soon you won't be able to buy guns. And that is the fear for a lot of Americans, that yes, these are modest measures, but it's part of a drip-drip approach, a slow chipping away at the right to bear arms, which so many Americans hold so dear.
An international cricketer has been fined almost £5,000 for asking a female journalist